baby cribs account for over 10,000 injuries a year and over 60 deaths a year. This number is staggering when you consider that your baby's crib should be the safest place for your baby to be. In this video, you will learn several ways to check your baby crib to help make sure it is as safe as possible. These tips and other baby crib articles can be found online at babycribcentral.com. One way to make sure that your baby crib is as safe as possible is to periodically check the hardware to see if it's loose or broken. As your baby begins to jump and bounce around in the crib, the hardware can become loose. Keeping in mind that most baby crib injuries come from a crib actually coming apart, it's a good idea to tighten the hardware of a baby's crib every few months. The slats of your baby crib should be at least 2 3/8 inches apart. One easy way to check this is to take a typical soda can and hold it out to the slats to see if it'll slide through. If it does slide through, that means your slats are too far apart and your baby crib should actually be destroyed. Make sure that your baby crib's mattress fits snugly in the crib. What this means is that there should be very little space between the crib mattress and the slat of the crib. You can also check to make sure the crib is located in a safe place. There should be more than 1 foot between the crib and any furniture. If the space is less than 1 foot, your baby could possibly get lodged in that space if your baby climbs out of the crib. The baby crib should be at least 3 feet from any window with drapery or blinds. If you have drapery cords hanging down, be sure to tie them up or cut them in half. The cord is a potential choking hazard and can also be used to assist your child in climbing out of the crib. Even though it may be tempting to add decorative pillows and cute stuffed animals like this one to your baby's crib, it's actually better to keep these things out of the crib when your baby's in it. The reason is because they can pose a suffocation risk to your child. There is still some debate about using baby bumpers. Some believe that this type of crib bedding poses a suffocation and choking hazard. Others recommend bumper pads because they prevent your baby from sticking an arm or leg through the railings. If you choose to use a bumper pad, make sure the bumper pad fits around the entire inside of the baby crib. There should be no area inside the baby crib where the baby could wedge his head between the bumper and the inside of the baby crib. The baby bumper should have a tie for each of the 4 corners and a tie in the middle of each long side. Ideally, the bumper pad should tie at the top and the bottom edge. Once your child can pull up to a standing position, it's time to remove the bumper pad. Your child could use it to try to climb out of the baby crib. The last, most important step you can take is to go online and check to see if your baby crib has been recalled. These tips and other baby crib articles can be found online at babycribcentral.com.